We're going to start from fight stance, of course, whether you're left-handed or right-handed. You know, this is the southpaw stance. This is the orthodox stance. The right hand back, right leg back, okay? And one of the first things I see everybody do when they come up to the punching bag is try to hit it as hard and fast as they can, and it looks ridiculous. It just does to anybody that's professionally boxing. So just to get it out of the way, if you want to look good, you know, while you're at the gym, don't do that. Don't overclench your fists, meaning that your hands should be pretty loose while you're up here in your guard, okay? And loose while you're throwing out, and they tighten just before you hit the bag, okay? Okay, and you loosen them up and bring them right back. Okay? Okay, if you try to keep them tight the whole time, your arms are going to burn out in under a minute. You're going to have noodle arms, and you're going to be trying to fight. It's going to be exhausting, okay? So, no need to keep a death grip while your guard's up, okay? Get ready to use your head, your footwork, okay? That's another good point, footwork, okay? No cross-stepping. Not behind, not in front, okay? You want to move left, you move left with the left foot. You want to move right, you move right with the right foot, okay? Okay, this crossing up, it's a bad idea. It'll come back to bite you every time, especially if he's got some grappling skills, okay? So that's really my only note on footwork is when you move to the side, okay, let that side lead, okay? When you switch, if you want to switch leads, just a quick jump, okay? If you want to switch to southpaw, just a quick jump, boom, back to right, okay? Don't let that take a long time. Okay, that's why you see boxers practicing jump rope a lot. My cardio is not perfect, obviously, but definitely work on that, whether you are a left-hander or not, okay? You might find yourself with that position and have to work with it, okay? And there are some advantages to having your strong hand leading, okay? A jab from my stronger hand can be a lot more concerning than from my weak side. So, just some things to think about, okay? Footwork, okay? Move to the side you're already on, okay? Uppercuts, keep them in the middle, and don't let that opposite hand stay dropped very long. Always return to guard, okay? Cool. Okay, so I'm on my fight stance, right leg back, protecting my head, okay? I want to reach out. Okay, make sure I'm not too far away because I don't want to have to lean into my punches, okay? I want to be able to punch through the bag, okay? So don't get yourself too far away, all right? First combination to work on, jab, jab, cross, okay? So left, jab, jab, cross, okay? Now we're going to add a piece of head movement in there, okay? So jab, jab, cross, you, okay? So what I'm doing here is I'm covering up and making a U shape with my head and then a U shape back the other way. Oh my God, dude, you have no idea how this will frustrate the average street punk trying to throw punches at you. They will get so frustrated. Just this U movement. It's so frustrating. They'll start throwing these big overhands and you can just tear them apart. But that's a really good piece of head work that I highly recommend practicing is that U and come back up and pop, U, pop, okay? Cross, U, okay? That's what we're going to work on, okay? Is going to be another jab, cross, front hook, okay? Your first hook and your main use of the hook should be off the lead foot, all right? Rear hooks are very easy to read. Front hooks, not so much, okay? You're not using arm power, it's waist power. So, jab, cross, hook, jab, cross, hook, sir, you, jab, cross, hook, you, jab, cross, you, jab, cross, you. Okay? Here's one more, okay? And a lot of people get this wrong is by practicing it by dipping down and going to their side, okay? That's not how you deliver an uppercut, all right? You want the uppercut right up the middle, okay? See, my fist is right in the middle of my face when I'm doing my uppercut. So, pop, 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 okay? You want it to stay right in the middle, all right? And again, you're not trying to punch the bag off the hinges, okay? If you're trying to make good form, keep that head movement in there, okay? Now you can just start to mix things up. Okay? But don't let, I almost did it. I almost let that hook get to the outside. It'll miss every time. So, on your left hand side or your right side, when you're practicing your uppercut, make sure you want to drive it right up the middle. Okay? It might not feel like there's much power because you're not hitting directly against the target, but when that hits up against the chin, boy, boom, it's going to pop your head off. All right, kicks. 3 main kicks I use. The first one is a front snap kick, okay? To the lower abdomen or groin, depending on if there's rules or not, okay? Guard, bring the knee up, flick outward, okay? I'm flicking outward and pushing with the toes, okay? All right? Okay, I'm pushing. You don't want to lean back, okay? Leaning back's cheating, okay? Stay upright and pushing forward, okay? Now, as you get better and advance, you can do that to the space, okay? But I wouldn't recommend kicking high unless they're just asking for it, no guard at all. Then, yeah, go ahead kick. But other than that, keep them low. So let's look at those. So, our basic roundhouse kick. A lot of people do have the right idea by pivoting into it. The mistake that gets made a lot is people pivot in on their heel. You want to pivot in on the ball. Okay? That's what allows that perfect expression of power to come through. Okay? So, you want to pivot off your front foot on the ball. Okay? That's how you're going to get maximum power. All right? Do it on the other side. Okay? That's your roundhouse. And leg kicks work the same way, just aiming lower. Okay? First martial art as a kid was Taekwondo. And did I get anything out of it? Yeah, I learned how to properly do roundhouse kicks. I learned how to properly do those front snap kicks. And then I learned this third one that I kept in my repertoire. So this is called a stepping or a sliding side kick. So first we're going to try stepping, okay? Again, our gloves are up, and we're in a side body position, okay? I'm going to, and this is legs, okay? So this breaks the boxing rule, okay? You're going to step behind with your left, okay? Bring the right knee up and push, okay? Now, doing that slow doesn't look very impressive. That will knock somebody across the room, okay? So, you want your step to eventually become a slide, not a step at all. But when you first start, step behind, find your target, and kick, okay? After you get comfortable and balanced with that, then start flying high into it, okay? You gotta drop your hands, at least the front one for a second, to get this off. Boom! You need to be ready right back up in case he ducks it or he only catches a piece of it. But I guarantee you, that hits him, he's moving backwards, okay? This is my main tool for keeping distance between me and the other guy. It gives them a smaller target if they know what they're doing. If they don't, they're just lined up for the cannon. Just like a punch, you want to drive through them. All right, bub. Well, thank you. I hope this helps you out a little bit. I'm sure this is probably a lot of stuff that you've seen before, or you could definitely stuff you could look up from other people. But use your footwork like that. Okay. The only thing they're crossing for on that kick is to get practice. Once you're done practicing it, there's going to be no cross. You're going to slide up, feet together. Okay? But practice it with the step first so you can get the form right. Okay? Which I didn't. So step, boom. All right? And you're going to work up to throwing him across the room. I hope that helped, brother. Let me know if it did. If you'd like to see any more or anything else I can help you out with, I'd be happy to do it. See you next time.